Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to give you a very notable update on Palworld. A little bit late on this, but update version 0.4.14 drops Spring Festival skins, balance adjustments, and bug fixes. Love how they do these seasonal events for Palworld, and I never really put a lot of stock into it, but skins is another way that this game could have a little bit of life in terms of how they are going to monetize this game post-release. But all the skins thus far have been totally free, and hopefully it stays that way, because I just feel like it's another bridge to build goodwill with your audience. And if any publisher and developer wants to study building goodwill with your audience, man, I give there's a lot of studios I look at that have done a great job of that in 2024. Pocket Pair with Palworld have done an exceptional job with that as well, which, by the way, the game is on sale. We'll talk about that, and we'll go through all of that in a little bit. But first of all, Spring Festival skins. 5 Spring Festival skins have been added for all players. You've got a Lucky skin, a Fortune Bringer skin, Lion Dancer for Chillet, and Lion Dancer for Chillet Ignis. All of that is available right now. You must have the corresponding PAL to, of course, equip the skin for said PAL. Specific adjustment: PALs will now target the nearest enemy after being summoned. Changed the behavior of large pals at bases to be the same as small pals. This allows them to pass through narrow passages, and they will be less likely to collide with ceilings and such. Added Earth Element and Water Element and the Work Suitability Watering to Killamari. Balance adjustments reduce the amount of power required by the large electrical egg incubator and significantly increase the amount of power stored in the battery. Expanded the range of the target area near the reticle when targeting the same enemy. Fixed the bug where the stamina of some pals was different between normal pals and alpha pals. Adjusted the rewards from a large oil rig treasure chest and removed the uncommon plasma cannon blueprint. Extended the distance at which the advanced bow damage begins to drop off by 1.5. Reduce the amount of plasteel required when crafting weapons and armor. Increase the production speed of crude oil from the crude oil extractor. Increase the rate at which crude oil extraction speed increases at the PAL Labor Research Laboratory. Increase the durability of weapons and armor that can be created with some blueprints. A durability of all created equipment will remain unchanged, so it will appear that the durability has decreased at first. Bug fixes includes fix the bug that caused the game to crash when a PAL with 4 negative passive skills was put through the surgery by Dr. Braun. Fixed a bug that caused the new display in the building UI to not disappear when starting a new save data. Fixed an issue that caused the treasure chest in the oil rig to not respond. And fixed a bug that sometimes caused the workbench effect to remain. Fixed a bug that caused PS5 players to be able to join Xbox games. This feature is currently under development and was released unintentionally. That is hilarious. Fixed an issue where some terrain was disappearing. So all of that is in this minor patch for Palworld, and it was listed as such, that this is more of a minor patch. So pretty good stuff there. Remember, all of this is in conjunction with the entire roadmap that they have outlined, and there are still a lot of major updates to come, which let's go through that once again. For those of you that don't know, to celebrate Palworld's first anniversary, they did drop the entire roadmap. The future roadmap includes the following: cooperative crossplay, so that is the feature they are working on and then unintentionally rolled out. World transfers for pals, world tree and ending scenario, further ways to strengthen and improve pals, various new content such as new pals and technologies, game collaborations including Terraria, which I find so interesting. I'll get to that in a little bit. Improvements to world object placement, improvements to base pals, improvements to optimization, and improvements to the UX. We look forward to continued support for Palworld in its second year. Now, keep in mind that this is a roadmap, obviously, over the course of the entirety of the year. That is going to evolve greatly. It does look like, as far as content goes, that prior to the release of 1.0, this is getting close to what I perceive the content is going to be. You've got the world tree and the ending scenario, but if we're talking about rolling out the ending scenario, I don't think we're going to get significant islands getting added, at least a bunch of them. I just don't think that's going to happen. And you know what? For the content that's in Palworld, and I had said this before, I feel like for your $30 that you spent, it is more than worth it. Obviously, the price point's going to go up once it goes out of early access, and they've got the ending scenario and everything like that still to come, but I feel like the content that's already there, easily worth $30. I know a ton of people that have spent well over 100, 150 hours in the game, and if you're talking about what's there right now, and then add on an ending scenario, and then continue to enhance some of the mechanics of the game, I feel like at that point it's ready for a 1.0 release. Ultimately, Palworld is an IP that's going to be around for a very long time, and what's going to be exciting is what are you going to do after 1.0, and how is that going to be structured, because mechanically, there's a lot in place, and I am more so curious about the long-term future of Palworld, because this is an IP that potentially can have a lot of legs to it. You know, lawsuit aside, let's say they get through that, this is a game that may never reach its 2 million plus concurrent players, but when 1.0 releases, when another significant update drops, and given the popularity of the game, it's gonna have a healthy level of investment from the players, and that would mean, I would think, you to do more content, and I believe Pocket Pair also established their own publishing label, and they're helping other developers publish their games. There's a lot of things going on at Pocket Pair, but the future of Palworld, I think, is going to be one of the core elements of their business going forward, as long as, again, they can get through the lawsuit. So we'll see the content wrap up, and then also game collaborations. We know the Terraria crossover is coming. However, they say game collaborations including Terraria, so there are other titles that you could see crossovers of. I had thrown out the idea because they are working with Krafton, and Krafton's working on this mobile Palworld game. Krafton just acquired the Hi-Fi Rush IP. I'm sorry, 808 in Palworld makes all the sense in the world. If you don't know, Hi-Fi Rush is this game done by Tango Gameworks, and it was a great game. Unfortunately, Tango Gameworks got unceremoniously shut down by Microsoft, but then Krafton came in, acquired Tango Gameworks. The story's out there. But Hi-Fi Rush was one of the phenomenal games, but it's also one of the games I look at that, first of all, you've got the relationship with Krafton, and Hi-Fi Rush would fit into the world of Palworld. Like, Tango Gameworks also did Evil Within. I ain't looking for an Evil Within crossover in Palworld. Actually, like, a horror-themed Evil Within section could be kind of cool, but Hi-Fi Rush just makes all the sense in the world. And other collaborations would be really cool as well. Sony's got a partnership with Pocket Pair, and the idea of some of those IPs appearing. If we're talking about leveraging existing Sony IPs, you know, something like a Horizon-themed section in the game, it just makes a lot of sense. All that kind of stuff makes a lot of sense, and given that Pocket Pair is going to be much more willing to work with other publishers and developers than, let's say, a Nintendo doing a crossover with Pokemon, I think that also leads to an exciting outlook for Palworld and the future of the game. I think there's a lot of potential in where you could go, so a lot of cool stuff. If you have yet to pick up the game, I should note that it is $22.49 right now, 25% off, and like I said, for what's available right now, it's easily worth that price point, and you're gonna get more content updates. And even if it was at $40, I think the level of content and replayability you're getting, again, easily worth it. But that's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. New patch, full roadmap is out, so a lot to be looking forward to in 2025. But again, that'll do it for me. Your thoughts down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.